Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chat First Studio. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Katie.
And we are back for another 12 Days of Christmas. So today we're going to talk about your must-watch Christmas movies. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining us for another 12 Days of Christmas. Make sure that you are subscribed to us and the notification bell is on so you can be notified when we're doing all of our 12 Days of Christmas videos. And make sure you watch everything that came before this day to get all of the Christmas fix.
Otherwise, you'll be on the naughty list.
Yes. You'll get coal in your stockings. So we're going to start it out with talking about which movie, Katie. You could start this off. So what movie should we say first?
Okay, so National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes!
Always a must to watch.
Yes.
Watching the Griswold family crazy antics unfold in the Christmas Vacation is a surefire way to make you feel grateful for your own relatives during the holiday season. I don't know about that because mine are crazy.
Aren't everyone's? Yeah, this is one I have to watch every year. And if something happens that I get too busy and I can't, well, guess what? I'm going to watch it even like around New Year's Day or something.
They always have it on like 20 times at least. It was already on. I caught the tail end of it.
I'm pretty bad. Like usually what goes on with me is like the Christmas movies I don't own on DVD. I have to figure out how to like when they're on watch it or on streaming services. But if I have the DVD, like because I do Christmas Vacation, so I'm like that's always something I plan. I'm like, okay, we're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
It's so good. There's so much good comedy in it. It's so entertaining. And it's a movie that many different generations can also watch and not be bored with it. Because I feel like that some of the movies you could say that, oh, maybe just like the younger audience or generation would enjoy. But this one, it's like all ages. Of course, there's stuff in there that little kids probably should be watching or swear words and stuff. But it's just, it's too funny.
It is funny. Say grace. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Play ball.
Grace, she died 30 years ago.
Who puts cat food in Jell-O?
Oh, the cat just like gets singed under the chair.
When the pill packages go, and the squirrel in the tree, and he goes bonkers, and then it catches on fire.
Mm-hmm. What's that squeaking noise?
Yeah. Oh, and it's always so funny when he cuts down the tree and it hits
the neighbor's yard
and stuff. Everything with those neighbors, and especially it's so funny when her and her husband come back. They're like walking around their house and like the lights turn on and off with the bright lights, and then they keep tripping and falling. They're getting so mad at each other, and at the end she gets so mad thinking it's her husband knocking at the door, but it's really the police. If you want to come in here, you need to knock down that beep beep door. And just wham, and so he's like, oh
my god. Yep. Just crazy chaos.
Yeah,
the jolliest bunch of a-holes this side of town.
It's just so good.
Oh, it's priceless.
It definitely is.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one, a must watch, is the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yes.
That is such a classic. It is still a classic to this day. It was so popular when it came out. That was around a time where they said, I think a record was broken. Something happened with Tim Allen. At the same time, he had the number one sitcom, number one animated movie. He had a book, his comedian his comedy comedian book came out, and he did Santa Claus, like all within this chunk period of time. And so that's really cool. And it's just the way they wrote the movie. It's so classic. It's so heartwarming. It's so funny that even though there's more of them, I don't know if we'll bring them up, but that one is like the best. It's such a good movie.
Yeah, there's multiple Santa Claus movies.
Yeah, okay. 2 and 3. But yeah, this one, it's so cute because it's the whole concept that, you know, Charlie and his dad, even though the parents are divorced, Charlie spends time with his dad with Christmas, and they end up going to the North Pole when all these kids told Charlie that Santa's not real, and Neil kind of goes along with them with it. But when they go to this North Pole thing, they think it's real, and it's this whole experience that they have. And when they come back home, it doesn't go away. Of course, Scott Calvin, SC, says this was just a dream. This was not real, but yet things are happening. Like the pajamas he has on him. Then stuff goes on where he can, know people's names. He starts gaining the weight, and everyone's like, "You're nuts. We're taking you to court. You are not allowed to see our son anymore." And then Neil is just like, "We got to do this, Scott. It's the best thing for Charlie." And then when he comes back, when they burn up like the documents, because when they really say, well, guess what? He is Santa. Neil just looks at him, Santa. When he gives them like all the presents, and he's like, "You killed Santa." Oh man, it's just so good. And that one song by is it ZZ Top? The band that "Give Me All Your Lovin'."
I think so.
Yeah, whenever that even plays on the radio when it's not Christmas, I'm like, this is so Santa Claus, and I blast it on the radio. Yeah, but I feel like that movie is going to be a classic for a long time to come, because it's just there. I don't know if I've ever heard of someone who does not like it. They will say that their opinions on the second and third one, but the first one I feel like is just one all around people enjoy it and love to watch every year. Sometimes
it's always on. They always put it on TV, so it's a popular one for sure. Okay, so the next one I had to include because it was made here in our home state.
I already know what you're gonna say now.
Yeah, because you can go visit the house. A Christmas Story. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, but I had to include it on the list. I don't know. It just gets like old, I think. But
it might be because on Christmas Eve they play the marathon just over and over and over again.
Yeah. This synopsis says, everyone can relate to the hilarious moment Ralphie said fudge while helping his father on a Christmas outing. Only he didn't say fudge. He said the word, the big one, the queen mother of dirty words, the F -- word. That's what they wrote on this thing. But yeah, I just had it include it because it's in here. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. The Santa on there when he throws him down the slide, it freaks me out. Like,
that's literally, they do that with, and even with else. Come on, kid, you need to hurry.
I know. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Like, geez, calm down. Go lick that pole. It's cold, but lick it. And then it gets his tongue.
Yeah, and with that pole, it was a vacuum inside. That's how they did the trick. Yeah, there was just like a pinhole cut through there. And so there was a vacuum suction, and that's how they got the kid's tongue to stick.
Talk about taking his breath away. My God. Yeah, but that movie, I don't know, it freaks me out. Just freaks me out. But I
really enjoy it because I guess I have a soft spot for some of like the movies when they have them like during like more of the older time periods than now.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to be from this area and to learn like where areas of it was filmed, to know it was such a low budget that their snowflakes, when it snowed, there was no snow here. It was all like laundry detergent flakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And that it was filmed on the outside of a house in Cleveland, or is it Tremont? It's Cleveland or Tremont. It's like so close to
it's area. In that area.
I've been there before. It is such a narrow street. We went there with Cleveland State, and the bus could barely even get through the street because everyone's
it's like some side street or something. It's like
the bus was like backing up and started like moving a car. We were in a school bus because it was like the campus activities board would get activities, so they took us to the house, so we got to see where it was filmed outside. And then like across the street there's like a gift shop and stuff, but the inside of the house, they didn't film it there. They filmed it, I believe it was in Chicago. But when you go into this house, you're expecting the exact same layout, and it's not. But they tried to do it as best as injustice as they could, where certain things where it is very different. They had to go to such extremes to make that house look like a certain way inside that they actually had to remove a stairwell from a certain area and rebuild a stairway somewhere else just to match up like where like the living room was at. But it's very tiny inside, but you can still go underneath the kitchen sink for the famous scene with
gotta wash your mouth out with soap. It's eating soap.
It's definitely a classic. And even tonight yesterday driving past a house, I saw a leg lamp in the window.
My at my grandpa's old house, they used to have the leg lamp.
Oh really?
I watch it, but it's not one that I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta watch this movie, because I don't know, it's just weird. Then he finally shoots the BB off and it hits his glasses, and he's like, I shot my
Yes.
So stupid. Karma. Oh my god. It's the narrating that's so random that he's just talking.
Trying to think which one I should bring up next. Jack Frost with Michael Keaton. That's where where he
dies.
He and his son are really close. The dad dies on their way home from he had to do another concert with the band Jack Frost.
Yeah.
And they said they were promised for Christmas they were going to go to the special cabin, I believe. And he dies on the way home or there one way. And so then he comes back as a snowman.
Yes.
And it's just when the Fleetwood Mac song plays for Landslide, it's just so emotional. And I believe I actually saw that in movie theaters when it came out. Something is telling me when Crocker Park did not exist, I went to the Crocker Park movie theater when it was just the standalone theater, and I believe I saw it there.
Gotcha. I remember watching it on TV. I think that was the first time I watched it was on TV. It's a sad movie.
It is. It's very, very sad, but it's a very precious one though, too, with how he gets to spend more time with his dad and kind of mend certain things of what's happened over the year. And also what's sad is, what's her name? Kelly Preston? The one who was married to John Travolta, then as she passed away from cancer. She's in that movie. So I feel like now it's going to be even more of a sad of a movie.
Yeah. In remembrance of her, yeah.
But it's a sad movie, but it's cute, and I really like the storyline because it is very different than your standard Santa Claus movie that people like to overdo. Even though we just talked about Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Okay. Let's see. I have a bunch of other ones on here. A must watch that I always watch is A Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes. Few holiday movies can compare to Charlie Brown's Christmas. The delightful short showcases all of your favorite characters as they unite to celebrate the Christmas season. And I don't know, I just think it's a good movie because, Linus tells the true meaning of Christmas, and that it's not always just about giving gifts or receiving gifts.
Commercialism.
There's a whole lot more than just that. So with your family and your friends and all of the other bits of Christmas, the warmth of Christmas, sharing love. So I don't know. I think it's a wholesome movie that like any age can watch and enjoy.
Yeah, and especially when they talk about how, in a way, how people say like beauty is not everything, when they're referring to like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, that you don't have to have the bushiest, biggest tree. If you give something a lot of love, it'll become beautiful. And that's how they do like the transformation.
Yes.
And it was nice.
Nobody else believed in it but him. And then they all gathered around it and made it beautiful.
Their nose in the air choir. You know, when they do that at the end, and then they do the hark the herald angels sing, glory
just nose holes. It's a classic. You gotta watch it.
Pigpen has the big dust cloud around him even in the snow.
Like he's always so dirty. I'm like, what the heck?
That lotion. Like the lotion.
Oh, it probably smelled like Pigpen smells. Just dust.
Smuggle with Pigpen.
God, here's the inspiration for that lotion.
The next must-watch movie I also have to watch is another one with Tim Allen, Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, yeah.
That one is so funny of all the shenanigans they go through to skip Christmas. They're going to go on a cruise or do all this stuff because Blair is out of town. They're all depressed. It's not going to be the same anymore. And Jamie Lee Curtis with her sweater vests. And all the amounts of money that they spend each year on Christmas. Yeah. And then they plan this whole thing. They go tanning. Their priest catches them at the mall tanning. They don't do the decorations. The kid from Malcolm in the Middle is in it. Free Frosty, free Frosty.
Oh, God. And Frosty's behind the furnace.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Then Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd's in it for like Ghostbusters and all that, and it's very comical how they put this all together. And they're like, we're in our house, no one's gonna disturb us, and then the Christmas Carol people just go up to the window, Frosty the Snowman, and they're like, go away,
stop it. And
then right when they're packing for the cruise to leave the next day, Blair says, I'm coming home with my boyfriend, Enrique, or whatever his name is. And so they're like, oh no, we've got, screw this, Arthur. We're going to go and invite everyone. So they're like getting all the neighbors together. They steal a neighbor's Christmas tree. They need to get a hickory honey ham that Jamie Lee Curtis writes this big check for to steal it at the checkout. Hey, you can pay for your kid's college tuition early, like put it towards it. And she's running out in the parking lot, trips and falls, and the hickory honey ham rolls in a semi, hits it.
Gotta get Frosty up on the roof. It's a disaster.
Oh, he gets hurt badly, like a home improvement type event.
Yeah, he's like hanging off the roof.
And what we laugh over every year when we watch it is that guy that ends up staying on the roof in that icicle out of his nose, and they gotta snap it off.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh man, it's funny. It's based off of a book calling Saving Christmas or some title like that. It's really enjoyable and funny. I know I think my grandma didn't like it very much. I don't remember why, but
some reason.
Because she owned the DVD and she's like, here, Jennifer, I don't want it, you can have it. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. Well, she also does not like The Grinch with Jim Carrey, but I really, really like that.
Oh, that was on tonight.
Oh, was it?
Part of it, yeah. My mom doesn't like that one either.
Oh, she doesn't?
No, she prefers the original cartoon Grinch.
Now, I think it's because my grandma doesn't like Jim Carrey.
Gotcha.
I think that's the reason why she didn't like it. But that really honestly could be on your list too of must watch movies, because that really is something that people will be like, they can't wait for Christmas to watch that and to see Cindy Lou Who sing "Where Are You Christmas?" Like
little Jenny Humphrey.
Yes. Yes.
What happened to this innocent child?
No, it needs to be with the Cindy Lou Who.
Oh yeah, like
your hair's longer than mine, so yours would be perfect.
Yeah, I'm not doing that
right now.
With
the foam comb. But the things that Jim Carrey had to go through, he actually had to get somebody who was like, he almost quit the movie several times because it took too many hours for him to get into that head to toe, cover eyeballs, everything makeup that he had to do for him. That like a person that like, it had to deal with like people who like something with torture. They actually had to like help him get through it, almost like meditate or do something, because he was becoming claustrophobic and like freaking out.
Oh yeah,
over this, because like
it's probably
said,
the nose, like
the eyes, it was everything.
Yeah,
and it would take so many hours, and then to take it all off, that there was somebody who was like a therapist or something with like something to do with, because he felt like he was being tortured every day.
Yeah, I would not want to be in that.
Yeah. But the way they did the movie sets, I feel like it did do the cartoon justice because of how much they really used the influence of the Who's down to like their makeup and stuff, how they built the houses, they made them different heights with CGI. There was a ton of extra stuff, of course, added into it to make it a full-length movie.
Yeah, like the light competition and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, I do watch it every year along with the cartoon version. The cartoon version was already on. I watched that before. So.
I missed it. I was working and stuff.
Yeah, but it was just like randomly on, and I was like, oh.
But the cartoon one is also one on a lot of people's must-watch list because it's a classic.
Yes.
Wahoo Doris, Wahoo Doris. I'm just like singing every single movie over here. But yeah, it's the animation is so cute and adorable. I can't talk. It's timeless. It's something that it's not super long, so it'll hold people's attention spans.
Oh yeah, no, that version's not. It's
simple and to the point.
The Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Yeah, you always got to watch the Grinch. Okay, let's see. This one, a lot of people like to watch. Not everybody likes it, but a lot of people will watch this one. And it's Elf. I know him.
Spaghetti. Yeah. Oh my God, when he does the concoction of the spaghetti.
Oh yeah, just adding the spaghetti in the. I just see him like run and jump. How are we gonna put this star on top of the tree? And he's just body slams the tree.
And what's so funny is I feel like for a lot of people know now that that's Zooey Deschanel, but a lot of people for a long time didn't realize that was her.
Yeah.
So many people know her with the black hair when she's a blonde in this and she's singing and stuff. I really liked her character.
When he gets hit by the taxi. Then he just turns the whole department store into like a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
Wait till HR sees this. Whoa, who did this?
10 a.m. Santa's coming. Santa!
You're not Santa. You sit on a throne of light. You smell like beef and cheese.
What's funny is I feel like when the movie first came out, I was annoyed by it, but I do really like that movie.
It's that movie has a lot of quotable moments. That's what I was trying to say. I like rushed my words and combined movie with moment. And yeah. So there's just, I don't know. It's fun. It's like, it gets that like inner child.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then when I love at the beginning of it, it might also be at the end when they kind of like put a spin on the Rudolph characters.
Yeah, it's at the like
Bye,
start.
buddy, hope you find your mom or whatever, that your dad or whatever.
Bye, buddy, I hope you find your dad. All I hear is Drew Starkey doing that, and it was in an Instagram story or something
oh my God.
a while ago. But that's all I heard. But yes, the narwhal that pops out.
Mm-hmm.
They do that, and they do it at the end too. And then it's always the scenes where he's in like the elf village and he's trying to take a shower and stuff, and it's like it's too big. Then he sits on his dad, Papa Elf. He's crushing him. I'm like, oh my God. It's just, I don't know. It's a wholesome movie, but it's funny at the same time. Sure, sometimes like people can get annoyed with it, but I don't know. I think it's funny.
A Year Without a Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you get the famous Snow Miser and Heat Miser song.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
It's just, I love, honestly, all of those movies go on the watch list. So like Rudolph.
Yeah, I have Rudolph on my list.
We said A Year Without a Santa Claus. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Rudolph
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, all of that stop motion with the puppets are just.
He said I'm cute.
They're just so well done.
Yeah,
I really miss having that type of a creative way of doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I wish, like, I don't know if they'll ever bring that stuff back, but that was just really,
I don't know, the like claymation. This the claymation stop motion stuff. Oh, what's the one? No, is that Year Without a Santa Claus that has the Burgermeister in it? Is that one?
That no, Burgermeister, Meister Burger. That's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
That's right. Yeah.
Burgermeister, Meister Burger.
Yo.
And then it's put one foot in front of the other.
The Winter Warlock.
Yeah, and all the cute little animals with the teacher and
yeah. Yo, I love yo. Then he falls down the stairs, breaks his leg. Oh God, stinking Burgermeister Burger. Okay, so that crosses off some of the ones that were on my list. So I had the art for Santa Claus. I always like the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. I don't know. Fun.
The only other one is Frosty the Snowman, where it was just the 2D animation. Happy birthday,
Frosty. Yes, there's always Frosty. And then there's the one that like Rudolph's in there with Frosty. Is that weird one with the circus? I forget which one. What it's called. I know
there's Rudolph's Shiny New Year that has the weird whale with the clock.
Oh and yeah, with Baby New Year.
Yeah, Baby New Year has the big ears. Yes. And then there is other Frosty ones. Oh, Frosty Returns.
Yeah, it's with that weird circus.
More snow.
They have the kids
trucks and they spray all the snow, like get rid of it with the spray.
Yeah, that one's weird. I don't know. I
did like that one, but the one with the circus, I don't know which one that one you're talking about.
I don't like the circus one. I don't remember what it's called, but the ringmaster is a lady, and I can't remember what the heck that.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one. Then I don't know.
It's weird. I would just remember Rudolph like appears in there. There is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. This collection of Mickey and his friends' favorite Christmas memories is so delightful. Kids will love it, is what the thing says. So that's always a good good one. And don't they have like they did it with the Muppets where it was the
Christmas Carol?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah. They did that, but then they did it with the Muppets too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
So, besides that on the list, I had Home Alone because a lot of people always watch all of the Home Alone movies. Because you got Kevin.
You got that one too. Those are the first one and the second with Lost in New York. Those are both super funny. The first one, of course, is just like the classic with all the booby traps and everything.
Yes. When he's like slapping on the aftershave in the Lost in New York.
Kevin! When he does that part.
He's Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And all those booby traps, that's like the best part. He's like,
oh, I know. And then the last one that I listed, I ended up seeing in the theaters back in, I want to say, was it 18? I think it was 18. Yeah. I think that's when this came out. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms. It's a fun twist on the classic Nutcracker movie. So it was interesting, to say the least. I can't, there's like, I want to say she goes into a clock, and that's how she ends up in the other realm. And there's like all these other, like there's Keira Knightley's in there, and she's the one with the pink hair and stuff. I forget what she plays. It's like some gumdrop fairy or something, but yeah, there's like a lot of stuff. And then the one lady is creepy. She's like the circus thing with these marionettes, and her face is like cracking. But yeah, I don't want to like spoil it if you haven't seen it, because the person that you think would be the bad guy doesn't end up being the bad guy, type of thing.
I gotcha.
So, but yeah, that's all I have. There's a ton of Christmas movies, but
we could go on and on, but those are like the main ones we wanted to bring up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
So if there's any that we missed or any that's on your Christmas watch list, go ahead and drop them in the comments, share them so that us and other people can add them to our list, try them out. Because there's older movies that people watch, like Miracle on 34th Street and stuff like that.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, a bunch of movies. So leave them in there, leave a like, share the video if you want. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next 12 Days of Christmas video.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for joining us in the chatverse.
Bye.